Good evening, lads. How are you all doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hopefully, I should be coming through loud and clear, and we should be all well. Hope you're well. Happy Valentine's weekend to everyone, all the lovers out there. We'll fire away with a few tunes, sure. We'll be chatting away. If you have any requests, lads, fire them in. 1 second now. I've forgot to put this screen over here. There we go. So I can see everything that's going on. Here we go. Right. I'll be naming off couples as I go. Be thinking about it. This one is for Mern and Kevin. Getting married this year. And I sense a runner in the garden, although my judgment's known to fade. Once built a steamboat in a meadow, 'cause I'd forgotten how to pay. And I know the runner's gonna tell you there ain't no cowboy in my ear. And now he's buried by the daisies, so I could stay the tallest man in your eyes, babe. I sense a spy up in my chimney from all the evidence I burned. I guess he'll read it in the smoke now, and soon to ashes I'll return. I know the spy's gonna tell you there ain't no flag up on my pole. And now he's buried by the lilies, so I could stay forevermore in your eyes, babe. I sense a leak inside my phone now from all the lies I have told. And I know he has your private number, and soon he'll make that vicious call. And I know the leak is gonna tell you there ain't no puppy on your leash. And so he'll fertilize the roses, so I could stay the king you see in your eyes, babe. In your eyes, babe. In your eyes, babe. And now we're dancing through the garden, and what a garden I have made. And soon the death will grow my jasmine, and I find it soothing, I'm afraid. And there ain't no need for suspicion, there ain't no frog kissing your hand. And I won't be lying when I tell you that I'm a gardener, I'm a man in your eyes, babe. In your eyes, babe. In your eyes, babe. In your eyes, babe. Chalet with a bunch of mates, Josh, Phil, and Danny, and Julia. Hello to all the lads. Hope you're well out there. Mama Pajama rolled out of bed, ran to the police station, and Papa found out and began to shout, and he started the investigation. Well, I'm against the law. It's against the law. What Mama saw, it was against the law. Mama looked down, she spit on the ground every time that my name gets mentioned. And Papa said, "Oi, if I get that boy, I'm gonna stick him in a house of detention." Well, I'm on my way. I don't know where I'm going, I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye to Rosie, Queen of Verona. Singing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Singing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. Couple of days they're gonna take me away, cause the press let the story leak. And when the radical priest comes to get me released, well, we was all on the cover of Newsweek. Well, I'm on my way, I don't know where I'm going, I'm on my way. Taking my time, but I don't know where. Goodbye to Rosie, Queen of Verona. I'm singing me and Julio down by the schoolyard. 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 There we are, lads. Off with a start with no bang. So the sound is alright, Gail. Well, Diarmid, says Aidan, how are you? I missed probably a few comments there. You rattled me, Gail, when you said that the sound was off. I wasn't sure were you lying or messing or what. But anyway, this request came in today for this song. It's the night visiting song. I must away now. I can no longer tarry. As a morning's tempest I have to cross, and I must be guided without a stumble into the arms I love the most. And when he came to his true love's dwelling, he knelt down gently upon a stone, and through her window he whispered lowly, is my true lover within it all. Hi Liz, how you doing? Wake up, love, it is thine own true lover. Wake up, love, and let me in, for I am tired and oh so weary, and more than near drenched till the skin. She's raised him up her down soft pillow. She's raised him up, she's let him in, and they were locked in each other's arms until the long night was past and gone. And when that long night was past and over, and when the small clouds began to grow, he's taken her hand and kissed and parted, and saddle mounted and waited go. I must away now, for I can no longer tarry. guided without a stumble into the arms I love the most. Hello, Mandy. How you all doing over in Luxembourg? Welcome along. Welcome to the crack. Welcome to the crack. Any requests, lads? Fire them in, and we'll do whatever we can for you. I'd feel bad not doing the Lakes of Pontchartrain this evening, seeing as it is quite an old romantic number. What key is that in again? C. We'll do it here, so. On one bright March morning, I bid New Orleans adieu, and I was on the road to Jackson Town, my fortunes to renew. All credit and money, no credit could I gain, and it filled my heart with the longing for the lakes of Pontchartrain. And I sat on board a railroad car beneath the morning sun, and I rode the rails till evening, till they laid me down again. And all strangers there, no friends to me, till the dark girl toward me came, and that filled my heart with the longing for the lakes of Pontchartrain. And I said, my pretty young Creole girl, well, my money's here no good, and if it weren't for the alligators, I'd sleep out there in the woods. Well, you're welcome here, kind stranger, and my house it is very plain, but we'll never turn a stranger out by the lakes of Pontchartrain. Lots of requests for Wagon Wheel, lads. And she took me to her mother's house, and they treated me right well. And the hair upon her shoulders in dark black ringlets fell. They're welcome to paint her beauty, I'm sure it would be in vain. So handsome was my Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain. Hi, Alejandra. So I asked her if she'd marry me, and she said it would never be, for she had got another and he was off at sea. She said that she should wait for him, and faithful she would remain, waiting for her sailor by the lakes of Pontchartrain. So fare thee well, my Creole girl, I might never see you again, but I won't forget your kindness in that cottage by the shore, and at every social gathering the golden glass I will raise, and I'll drink all health to the Creole girl by the lakes of Pontchartrain. Oh, there we go. A heap of requests in there for Wagon Wheel, lads. Katarina, how you doing? All the way in Switzerland. Welcome along, welcome along. Any requests, lads, besides Wagon Wheel? Fire them in. There was actually another request there, wasn't there? The Gambler. I'll do the gambler shortly, especially for Joshua, who is normally looking for he's normally looking for a bit of Pearl Jam or something. I said we got a request for this today, and I said I'll do it for the crack. The request came especially from Kevin O'Neill, who's an accordion player with no strings attached. It's called 7 Drunken Nights. Well, as I went home on Monday night, as drunk could be, well, I saw a horse outside the door where my old horse should be. Well, I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns the horse outside the door where my old horse should be? She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot see. Well, that's a lovely foal that my mother gave to me. It's many days I travelled 100 miles or more, but a saddle on a sow, sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Tuesday night, as drunk could be, well, I saw a coat behind the door where my old coat should be. And I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns the coat behind the door where my old coat should be? She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot say. Sure, that's a lovely blanket that me mother lent to me. It's many days I travelled 100 miles or more, but buttons on a blanket sure I never saw before. And as I went home on Wednesday night, as drunk could be, well, I saw a pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be. And I called me wife and I said to her, hi wife, would you kindly tell to me who owns the pipe upon the chair where my old pipe should be? She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot say. Sure, that's a lovely tin whistle that my mother lent to me. It's many days I travelled 100 miles or more, but tobacco in a tin whistle sure I never saw before. Pat Noonan, how are you? And Imelda. The Contender, no bother. Hope you're well up in tip, lads. And as I went home on Thursday night, as drunk could be, well, I saw 2 boots beneath the bed where my old boot should be. Ah, Jesus. So I called me wife and I said to her, would you kindly tell to me who owns these boots beneath the bed where my old boot should be? She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot say. Sure, they're 2 lovely geranium plants me mother lent to me. It's many days I travelled 100 miles or more, but laces on geranium pots I never saw before. And as I went home on Friday night, as drunk could be, well, I saw a head inside the bed where my old head should be. Ah, Jesus. And I called me wife and I said to her, hi wife, you better have a good excuse now, and kindly tell to me who owns the head inside the bed where my old head should be. She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot say. Sure, that's a baby boy that me mother lent to me. It's many days I travelled 100 miles or more, but a baby with a beard sure I never saw before. She said, you're drunk, you silly old fool, still you cannot say. Sure, that's a baby boy that me mother lent to me. It's many days I travelled 100 miles or more, but a baby with a beard sure I never saw before. Huh? Ray looking for the parting glass. Give us a while, Ray, and we'll do it all right, yeah. We'll pull that one out of the bag. Haven't done it in a while. Would you do the Ballad of the Big Wobblers? Haven't heard of that one, Colin. I wouldn't know that one, no. Drive her straight sideways, Johnny, is what I do, though. I should learn some Richie Kavanagh for the sake of it. No Richie Kavanagh this evening. I'd have to go away and learn it. So any love songs, lads, by any means. That was really a queer old love song, but right. It wasn't the most straightforward romantic ballad. Throw that over there as well. There you go. Stick you over a small bit. What have we got? I have some more list of songs. I was going to do some Ed Sheeran soon. I was going to do a bit of Adele. I have a Fury song I wanted to do. What else have we got there? Oh yeah, just while we have it there, we'll do a bit of Taylor Swift while we're waiting. She has the perfect Valentine's song, lads. I'll do the Contender then after. We'll go back to that. We'll keep it kind of driving for a second. Contender then next. What's it? There it is. Here's a bit of Tay-Tay. A bit of Tay-Tay. Stay with her, Johnny. Huh? Stay in tune, Johnny. We were both young when I first saw you. I close my eyes and the flashback starts. I'm standing there on a balcony in summer air. See the lights, see the parties, the ball gowns. I see you make your way through the crowd to say hello. But little did I know that you were Romeo, you were throwing pebbles, and my daddy said, stay away from Juliet. I was crying on the staircase, begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all that's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. So I sneak out to the garden to see you, and we keep quiet, 'cause we're dead if they knew. Just close your eyes, escape this for a little while. 'Cause you were Romeo, I was Scarlet Letter, and my daddy said stay away from Juliet. You were everything to me, I was begging you please don't go. And I said, Romeo, take me somewhere we can be alone. I'll be waiting, all that's left to do is run. You'll be the prince and I'll be the princess. It's a love story, baby, just say. And Romeo, save me, they're trying to tell me how to feel. This love is difficult, but it's real. Don't be afraid, we'll make it out of this mess. It's a love story, baby, just say yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. 'Cause I got tired of waiting, wondering if you were ever coming around. My faith in you was fading when I met you on the outskirts of town. And you said, Romeo, save me, I've been feeling so alone. I keep waiting for you, but you never call. Is this in my head? I don't know what to think. He knelt on the ground and he pulled out a ring and said, marry me, Juliet, you'll never have to be alone. I love you, and that's all I really know. I talked to your dad, go pick out a white dress. It's a love story, baby, just say yeah. Oh, oh. Whoa, whoa. 'Cause we were both young when I first saw you. Hup. A bit of Tay-Tay, lads. Tay-Tay with an Irish accent. You can't go wrong. Joshua's drunk. Good man, Joshua. We'll do a bit of Dire Straits. We'll do Walk of Life there in a minute. This is the Contender, especially for Pat and Imelda. When I was young and I was in my day, I could steal what woman's hearts there was away. I'd sing and dance until the morning, songs a blazing till the dawning, long before I was the man you'll see today. And I was born beneath the star that promised all. I could have lived my life between Cork, Cove and Youghal, but the wheel of fortune took me from the highest point. It shook me. By the bottle live, by the bottle I shall fall. Helen, how are you? But there in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream, it's fading, from the Contender to the brawl. The ring, the rose, the matador is a raven. When I die, I'll die a drunk down on the street. You can count me out to 10 in clear defeat. Wrap the starry plough around me, let the pipers air resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of love I'll meet. But there in the mirror on the wall, I see the dream, it's fading, from the Contender to the brawl. The ring, the rose, the matador, it's a raven. Wrap the starry plough around me, let the pipers air resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of love I'll meet. Wrap the starry plough around me, let the pipers air resound me. There I'll rest until the Lord of love I'll meet. Liz looking for Ed Sheeran. I had it on the to-do list, for sure. I had set up, this should actually work. Oh no, maybe not. I actually did set up the piano tonight, but then I realised I'll need another microphone to face that way, and I'll need another camera to face that way. So it'd be very rude to turn around and play the piano in the background. I'd be sitting with my back to you, and you'd never hear me. How you doing, Margaret? Mim. Margaret and Mim, how are you both doing? I was looking at Only a Woman's Heart today. I know the chorus. Only a woman, only a woman, only a woman's heart can. And that's all of it that I know. So we'll have to give a bit of learning of that. But you did ask for Adele last week, so we can do Adele this week, if that's all right. And I do have Bryan Adams' Heaven. Maybe that'd be a nice song. We'll do Adele while we're waiting. I promised you that last week. And I got carried away with batteries last week doing that. And I forgot to sing it. I thought about it after. I forgot to sing it. T. Is it here somewhere? There it is. Especially for everyone over in Luxembourg now. When the rain is blowing in your face and the whole world is on your case, I could offer you a warm embrace to make you feel my love. When the evening shadows and the stars appear and there is no one there to dry your tears, well, I could hold you for a million years to make you feel my love. Here we go, lads. I know you haven't made your mind up yet, but I would never do you wrong. And I've known it from the moment that we met. No doubt in my mind where you belong. Well, I'd go hungry, I'd go black and blue, and I'd go crawling down the avenue. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. And on the highway of regret, the winds of change are blowing wild and free. Well, you ain't seen nothing like me yet. I'd make you happy, make your dreams come true. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do. I'd go to the ends of this earth for you to make you feel my love, to make you feel my love. There you are, lads. A nice romantic song for the day that's in it. Now I need something to drive it on again. What do we got? Let me scroll up a bit, scroll down a bit. Oh, Dire Straits, Joshua was looking for. No bother. Here we go. Thank you so much, you know. Thank you, man. No problem. Here comes Johnny singing all these goldies. Be-bop-a-loopa, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the tunnel trying to make it pay. He got the the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning on the nighttime, meaning the day. Song about a sweet loving woman. He do the song about the night. He do the walk of life. He do the walk of da 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 da. Woohoo! La da 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 da. Here comes Johnny and he tell you the story. Pass me down my walking shoes. Here comes Johnny with the power and the glory. Backbeat, he's talking the blues. Here come the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning on the nighttime into the day. Song about a sweet loving woman. He do the song about the night. He do the walk of life. He did the walk of da 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 la da 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 la da 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 la da 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 woohoo la da 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 la da 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 da. Here comes Johnny singing oldies goldies. Bebop-a-loopa, baby, what I say. Here comes Johnny singing, I got a woman down in the town trying to make it pay. He got the action, he got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication, devotion, turning on the nighttime into the day. After all the violence, double talk, it's just a song about his trouble and his strife. He did the walk over life. He did the walk over life. Da 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 da. La da da da. La da 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 da. La da 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 da. La da da da. Da 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 da. Walk of life. Dire Straits, especially for Joshua. There was some requests for Ed Sheeran. I don't know what else. I get carried away. You'll have to call him out to me again. Oh, what about him there? P. H-I-J-K, let me know. Hey. I think the key of D will be fine. We'll try it. I actually don't normally sing this. I learned this for a wedding. And Many of Horror. Sorry, Ray, you asked for the practicing class as well. I do Many of Horror, but it's a fucking high song. You say I love you, boy. I know you lie. I might try it anyway. I like messing with songs I don't normally do, so I might do that shortly. I'll do this first. We'll do a bit of Ed Sheeran. Liz O'Donnell, that's for this. I found the love for me. Well, darling, just dive right in. Follow my lead. Well, I found a girl, beautiful and sweet. Well, I never knew you were that someone waiting for me. 'Cause we were just kids when we fell in love, not knowing what it was. But I will not give you up this time. So So darling, just kiss me slow. Your heart is all I own, and in your eyes you're holding mine. 'Cause baby, I'm dancing in dark, you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite songs. When you said you looked a mess, I whispered underneath my breath. You heard it, darling, you look perfect tonight. Well, I found a woman stronger than anyone I know. She shares my dreams. I hope that someday she'll share my home. And I found a love to carry more than just my secrets, to carry love, to carry children of our own. We were still kids, but we're so in love, fighting against all odds. I know we'll be alright. And this time, darling, just hold my hand. Be my girl, I'll be your man. I see my future in your eyes. Baby, I'm dancing in dark with you between my arms, barefoot on the grass, listening to our favorite songs. When I saw you in that dress, looking so beautiful, I don't deserve this. Darling, you look perfect. I don't deserve it. Darling, you look perfect tonight. We got through it. I forgot that second verse was there at all, to be honest. Did I forget about our old buddy old Jim? Who was that, Jim? You just have to give me one Jim Reeves song and I'll do it. You've been asking over so long, you just have to call it out and then I'll do it and we'll be alright. We better go back to some Irishy stuff, lads. Back to some Irishy things now to drive it again. I did that last week, didn't I? In 17. Great song though. Great song altogether. Isle of Hope, Isle of Tears. I love it. We'll do it. On the first day of January 1892, they opened Ellis Island, let the people through. And the first to cross the threshold of that Isle of Hope and Tears was Annie Moore from Ireland. She was only 15 years. That Isle of Hope, Isle of Tears, Isle of Freedom, Isle of Fears. But it's not the isle you've left behind. That Isle of Hunger, Isle of Pain, Isle you'll never see again. But the Isle of Home is always on your mind. In a little bag she carried all our past and history, and our dreams for the future in that land of liberty. And courage is your passport when your old world disappears. There's no future in your past when you're only 15 years. That oil of hope, oil of tears, oil of freedom, oil of fears. But it's not the oil you left behind. That oil of hunger, oil of pain, oil you'll never see again. But it's not home is always on your mind. When they closed down Ellis Island in 1943, 17 million people had come there for sanctuary. And in the springtime when I came and I stood upon those piers, I thought of how it must have hurt when you're only 15 years. That oil of hope, oil of fears, oil of freedom, oil of fears. But it's not the oil you've left behind. That oil of hunger, oil of pain, oil you'll never see again. The oil of home is always on your mind. That oil of hope, oil of tears, oil of freedom, oil of fears. But it's not the oil you've left behind. That oil of hunger, oil of pain, oil you'll never see again. But the oil of home is always on your mind. Yes, the oil of home is always on your mind. The oil of hope, lads. Gail won't sleep if I don't play wagon wheel. Or it wasn't wagon wheel, it was Beeswing. No bother. We'll tune up a small, but no, it'll be alright. Turn off that thing. Do you know, I better get the words. Like I said, when we're not out gigging it every week, you wouldn't be long for getting an all line or two. Here we go. I was 18 when I came to town. They called it the summer of love. Burning babies, burning flags, the hawks against the doves. And I took a job at a steaming way down near Culterham Street, and I fell in love with the laundry girl who was working next to me. And brown hair zigzagged across her face, the look of half surprise, like a fox caught in the headlights. There was animal in her eyes. She said to me, oh, can't you see? Sure, I'm not the factory kind, and if you don't take me out of here, I'll surely lose my mind. But she was a rare thing, fine as a beeswing, so fine but the wind might blow her away. And she was a lost child, she was a running wild. She said, so long as there's no price to love, I'll stay. Sure you wouldn't want me any other way. We must have run the market towns, food picking down in Kent. Oh, we could tinker pots and pans and nice wherever we went. We were camping down in the Gower one time and the work was mighty good, but she wouldn't wait for the harvest, and I thought we should. And I said to her, let's settle down, we'll get a few acres dug, a fire burning in the hearth and babies on the rug. She said, oh man, you foolish man, that surely sounds like hell. You might be lord of half the world, but you won't own me as well. Well, she was a rare thing, as fine as a Beeswing, so fine but the wind might blow her away. And she was a lost child, she was a running wild. She said, so long as there's no price to love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. We were drinking more in those days, and tempers reached a pitch. Like a fool I let her run, she got the rambling itch. Last I heard she was living rough, way down in the Derby beat, with a bottle of White Horse in her pocket and a wolfhound by her feet. And they say that she got married once to a man called Kieran Brown. Even the gypsy caravan was too much like settling down. Say her rose has faded, rough weather and hard booze. And maybe that's the price you pay for the chains that you refuse. She was a rare thing, fine as a Beeswing, so fine but the wind might blow her away. And she was a lost child, she was a running wild. She said, so long as there's no price to love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. She was a rare thing, fine as a Beeswing, so fine but the wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was a running wild. She said, so long as there's no price to love, I'll stay. And you wouldn't want me any other way. You wouldn't want me any other way. Don't go, James, you're great crack. Stay around. No, do though. Message me on your favourite Jim Reeves song. Just one of them. And I'll have it next week. No bother. There's too many of them. He's a big back catalogue. I'll never know which one's good. We'll try this. I've never done this before. This is the Belfast Mill. The east end of the town, at the foot of the hill, there's a chimney so tall, it's the Belfast Mill. There's no smoke at all coming out of the stack, for the mill has shut down and it's never coming back. And the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she blows through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. And there's no children playing in the dark narrow streets, and the loom has shut down. It's so quiet I can't sleep. And the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she blows through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. And the mill has shut down, 'twas the only life I know. Tell me, where will I go? Tell me, where will I go? And the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she blows through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. But I'm too old to work, and I'm too young to die. Tell me, where will I go now, my family and I? And the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she blows through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. At the east end of the town, at the foot of the hill, there's a chimney so tall, it's the Belfast Mill. Well, there's no smoke at all coming out of that stack, for the mill has shut down and it's never coming back. And the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she blows through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. And the only tune I hear is the sound of the wind as she blows through the town. Weave and spin, weave and spin. Well, as she blows through the town, weave and spin, weave and spin. Oh, I actually don't even know who wrote that song or where that song came from. Apparently, it's actually an American song about some mill in Georgia that closed down in 1970. But the Furies did a version of it. Have any other good crack songs? We better drive it on. How about... No, I won't be doing that one. A Pair of Brown Eyes. Lovely. I like this song. Some pogues, feel lads. A Pair of Brown Eyes. One summer evening, drunk to hell, while I stood there nearly lifeless, and an old man in the corner sang where the water lilies grow. And on the jukebox Johnny sang about a thing called love. And it's, how are you, kid, and what's your name, and how would you bloody know? And blood and death neath the screaming sky, well, I lay down on the ground, and the arms and legs of other men, they were scattered all around. Some cursed, some prayed then cursed, some prayed and bled some more. But the only thing that I could see was a pair of brown eyes that was looking at me. And when I got back, label parts 1 to 3, sure there was no pair of brown eyes waiting for me. And I rove and I rove and I rove, and I'll go for a pair of brown eyes. I looked at him, and he looked at me, and all I could do was hate him. Well, Ray and Philomena sang of my elusive dream, and I saw the streams, the rolling hills where his brown eyes were awaiting. And I thought about a pair of brown eyes that waited once for me. So drunk to hell, I left the place, sometimes crawling, sometimes walking, and a hungry sound came across the breeze, so I gave the walls a talking, and I heard the sounds of long ago from that old canal. And the birds, they were whistling in the trees, and the wind was gently laughing. And a rove and a rove and a rove, and I'll go. A rove and a rove and a rove, and I'll go. A rove and a rove and a rove, and I'll go for a pair of brown eyes. For a pair of brown eyes. for a pair of brown eyes. Up. Pair of brown eyes, bit of the pose. The requests are what's that word? They're not failing. They're gone far and few between. Fire them away, lads. Fire them on away, and we'll do our best for you. We're over the hour mark. Or I'll start turning into the funny old songs I picked a while ago. Dreams. What's that one there? That is. Oh, Crazy World. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, we'll do it. Crazy World. Here it is. Phil wants the Galway Girl. I'd say it's Gail wants the Galway Girl. How can I protect you in this crazy world? It's alright. It's alright. And I have fallen down so many times. I don't know why, don't know where, don't care less, it's all the same. And I have traveled through so many towns. I don't know why, don't know where, don't care less, it's all the same. Here we go. How can I protect you in this crazy world? And it's alright, yeah, and it's alright. Can you hear the sounds of nothing? Nothing. Nothing's right, nothing's wrong, don't care less, it's all the same. Well, love is blind, love is real, don't you know that love is what you feel? And it's alright, yeah, and it's alright. 1, 2, 3. How can I protect you in this crazy world? And it's alright, yeah, and it's alright. One more time. How can I protect you in this crazy world? And it's alright, yeah, and it's alright. When the talking's over and the crowds are gone, when there's nothing left that I can do, how am I ever supposed to get through to you? It's alright. How can I protect you in this crazy world? And it's alright, yeah, and it's alright. How can I protect you in this crazy world? And it's alright, yeah, it's alright. How can I protect you when all the crowd is gone and now your party's over and the world is wrong, but it's alright, yeah. it's alright. Oh, how can I protect you in this crazy world? And it's alright. It's alright. Pat Noonan, looking for Roll Back the Clouds. You don't ever have to ask me twice to play that thing, Pat. I feckin' love it. It's actually one of my favourite songs. Christian, it's a cracking tune, I'll say. An absolute cracker. Did I miss some more requests there? It's been a Wild Rover and the Galway Girl now again. We'll do Roll Back the Clouds first because I feel like doing Roll Back the Clouds. And Pat Noonan wants to hear it, so we'll do it. It's a win-win. Here it is. Oh, you fecker. I've been sitting here so long from you to hear my songs. Yet all you want to know is if I've been on the radio. Who is the biggest star I've seen? What is my favorite scene? And if I got the job, would I sing on Mars? Yes sir, I would sing on Mars. I'd play upon a star. I'd sing songs of the sun. And when my job is done, oh, I would say I love you so. Sure, I'd like to play one more, just to all young lovers further on. And tell me, son, just how far I need to go to be a star. I have known my highs and lows. I've worked on every show. I played in every town and brought some houses down. But the critics never notice me, 'cause I'm not a star, you see. But I gave my heart to every part. Oh, I would stand for hours and hours. I'd wade through some showers with some dancing shoes and my dreams on view, while I'd walk upon an empty stage with one light on my face, to be told don't phone us, sure we'll phone you. Tell me, son, just how far I need to go to be a star. Every day the same old scenes, the same old happenings, 100 miles of shows, and yet no place to go. So when your luck is all run out, you're asked to take a bow. You just stolen the show, but now you're on your own. Yes, sir, I would sing on Mars, 'cause my dream scene is me a star, is me a star. I am a star. 'Cause tell me, son, just how far well I need to go to be a star, to be a star. I am a star. On the boy, says Pat. Come on, Pat. Great request always. All right, there's a good few old stocky Irish ones there now. We'll fire through some of them. There was the Wild Rover, Whiskey in the Jar, that kind of carry on. We'll do a few of them for you. Well, I've been a Wild Rover for many's a year, and I spent all my monies on whiskey and beer. But now I'm returning with gold in great store, and I never will play the Wild Rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. Well, I went to an alehouse I used to frequent, and I told the landlady my money was spent. And I asked her for credit, she answered me nay. Such custom as yours I can have any day. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. I took off from my pocket 10 sovereigns bright, and the landlady's eyes opened up with delight. She says I have whiskies and wines of the best, and sure the words that you told me were only in jest. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. I go home to my parents, confess what I've done, and I'll ask them to pardon their prodigal son. And when they've caressed me as oft times before, no, I never will play the Wild Rover no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. And it's no, nay, never, no, nay, never, no more will I play the Wild Rover. No, never, no more. As I was going over the Cork-Kerry mountains, I met with Captain Farrell, and his money he was counting. First produced my pistol, and I then produced my rapier. Said stand and deliver, for he were a bold deceiver. My sharing da do da ba da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. And I counted out his money, and it was a pretty penny, and I put it in my pocket, and I brought it home to Jenny. She sighed as she swore that she never will deceive me, and the devil take the women, for they never can be easy. Mushering da do da ba da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Well, I went up to my chamber, all for to take a slumber, and I dreamt of gold and jewels, oh for sure it was no wonder. Jenny drew my charges, she filled them up with water, sent for Captain Farrell to be ready for the slaughter. My sharing da do da ba da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. 'Twas early in the morning, right before I rose to travel. Up comes a band of footmen, and then likewise Captain Farrell. I first produced my pistol, for she'd stolen away my rapier, and I couldn't shoot the water, so a prisoner I was taken. My sharing da do da ba da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o, there's whiskey in the jar. Now there's some who take delight in the carriages are rolling, and others take delight in the hurling and the bowling. Me, I'll take delight in the juice of the party, and courting pretty fair maids in the morning, bright and early. Mushering dum a doo da ba da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Mushering dum a doo da ba da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Now if anyone can aid me, it's my brother in the army. If I could find a station in Cork or in Killarney, I'm sure that he'll go with me. We'd go roaming through Kilkenny, and I'm sure he'd treat me better than that old bitch Jenny. Mushering dum a doo da ba da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Mushering dum a doo da ba da. Whack for my daddy-o, whack for my daddy-o. There's whiskey in the jar. Oh. Do you know, I don't have Finnegan's Wake. Because the reason I don't have that is the banjo player used to know it on the banjo. And that was how we did it. We didn't bother singing it. We just did the old Finnegan's Wake tune. As a tune, we used to do it. A load of songs came in there. I'll do the Galway Girl right. I might leave Fields of Athenry off. I don't particularly fancy doing the Fields of Athenry at the moment. Galway Girl. Good girl, Sharon. Just the one, Alejandra. Well, I took a stroll down the old long walk on the D.I.A.I.A. And I met a little girl and we start to talk on a grand soft D.I. And I ask you, friend, what's a fella to do? Because her hair was black and her eyes are blue. And I knew right then I'd be taking a whirl all around the Salt Hill Prom with the Galway Girl. Oh yeah. We were halfway there when the rain came down on the D.I.A.I.A. And she asked me up to her flat downtown on a grand soft D.I. And I asked you, friend, what's a fella to do? Because her hair is black and her eyes are blue. So I took her hand and I gave it a whirl. I lost my heart to a Galway girl. When I woke up, I was all alone on the D.I.A.I.A. with a broken heart and a ticket home. And I ask you now, tell me what would you do? Boys, 'cause her hair is black and her eyes are blue. See, I've traveled the road, been all over the world. Boys, I ain't never seen nothing like a Galway girl. Oh yeah. Well, I took a stroll on the old long walk on the D.I.A.I.A. And I met a little girl and we started to talk grand soft D.I. And I asked you, friends, what's a fella to do? Because her hair was black and her eyes were blue. And I knew right then I'd be taking a whirl all around the Salt Hill Prom with the Galway Girl. Oh yeah. There you go, lads. That's great crack when there's two guitars and you don't have to do the chords in the background as well. You can just kind of do the... But when you're trying to do the chords as well, it kind of makes it a bit tougher. I better go back and do some of the songs I said I'd do. Love Story done. I'm not going to do that, probably not. Oh no, actually, you know what? I've most of them done. I told Pat I'd do a grand crack. Great crack. I have Raglan Road, I have, I wanted to do. No bother, Phil. I'll do this quickly out of the way. It won't take long because it's not a song many people know. I don't think I even have the lyrics here to it. As if I had my life to over. If I had my life. Hopefully I get the words right. It's a song, I was made aware of it by the Furies. And it's called If I Had My Life to Live Over. And I think it's a very apt song now for the Valentine's crack. As I review my life with you since the days of old. No, I wouldn't think of changing things for all the world and its gold. If I had my life to live over. No, I do the same things again. Well, I'd still want to roam to this place we call home, where our happiness would never end. And I'd meet you when school days were over, and we'd walk through the lanes we once knew. And if I had my life to live over, well, I'd still fall in love with you. And that's all there is to it. I have something, I love short songs. It's a lovely little ditty. If I had my life to live over. Actually, do you know where I heard it? It wasn't the Furies. It was the feckin' thing. It was at the end of the Ronnie Drew. When Ronnie Drew died, that was at the credits of, I think, the Late Late Show special or something. And it was Ronnie Drew speaking it. If I had my life to live over. That kind of thing. It was great, in a proper Dublin accent. No, not a Kerry Bogger accent. That's where I heard it. What'll we do? I don't do the Rocky Road. So that's out. That's out of the question. I won't try the Flicker Night again. I'll do Hole of the Moon. That's a bit of crack. Hole of the Moon's a bit of crack. B flat, there we are. Up, both of it. Come on, up, play. I pictured a rainbow. You held it in your hands. I had flashes, but you saw the plans. I wandered out in the world for years, while you just stayed in your room. I saw the crescent, and you saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon. You were there at the turnstiles with the wind at your heels. You stretched for the stars. Yeah, you know how that feels to reach too high and too far and too soon. And you saw the whole of the moon. I was grounded while you filled the skies. I was dumbfounded by truths, but you touched your lies. I saw the rain-dirty valley, and you saw Brigadoon. I saw the crescent, and you saw the whole of the moon. Da 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 da. La da da da. I spoke about wings. You just flew. I wondered, I guess, and I tried. But you just knew. I sighed. But you swooned. I saw the crescent, and you saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon. With a torch in your pocket and the wind in your heels, and climbed on that ladder, 'cause you know how it feels to reach too high, too far, yeah, too soon. And you saw the whole of the moon. The whole of the moon. The unicorns and cannonballs and palaces and piers and trumpets, towers, tenements, wide oceans full of tears, flags, rags, ferry boats, them skidamars and scarves, and every precious dream and vision underneath the stars. When you climbed on that ladder with the wind at your sails, you came like a comet, blazing your sail too high, too far, too soon. You saw the whole of the moon. 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 The whole of the moon, the Waterboys. Fantastic lyrics in that song. It's a great song. I need to broaden my horizons with the Australians here. That's true, I suppose. Singing Irish songs to Australians isn't always the ideal one, I suppose. What songs do we need over there? I come from a land down under. I come down under. I actually don't even have that. Men at Work, isn't that it? I come from a land down under. Tibbidi-bap-di-bap-boo. What's a love song? I don't have a clue. Back to my set list. I have the Bright Blue Rose. You can do that. That's kind of a romantic old number. It's not very popular though with the Australians, I'd say. I'm trying to think of something a bit more universal, so for the Australian clientele. Shout out something else there. actually wanted to do this song. I was dancing with my darling to the Tennesse Waltz when an old friend I happened to see. I introduced him to my darling, and while they were dancing, my friend stole my sweetheart from me. And I remember the night and the Tennesse Waltz, 'cause I know just how much I have lost. Yes, I lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennesse Waltz. Yes, I remember the night and the Tennesse Waltz, 'cause I know just how much I have lost. You see, I'd lost my little darling the night they were playing the beautiful Tennesse Waltz. I think it might have been a bit too low for me. It's a gorgeous song. The Tennesse Waltz. Written by, apparently, Reg Stewart and Pee Wee King. Not at all. No clue. It's just an old standard one, I guess. Right. I'd really better fucking fire at some songs, so we're taking the piss out here now. Someone asked for the Gambler to start. We'll do that. The Gambler. Gee, lads. There we go. On a warm summer's evening, on a train bound to nowhere, I met up with the Gambler. We were both too tired to sleep, so we took turns staring out the window to the darkness. The boredom overtook us, and we began to speak. He said, son, I made a life about reading people's faces, knowing what their cards were by the way they held their eyes. And if you don't mind me saying, well, I can see you're out of aces. For a taste of your whiskey, I'll give you some advice. So I handed him my bottle, and he drank down my last swallow. And he bummed a cigarette and asked me for a light. And then the night got deathly quiet, and his face lost all expression. He said, if you're gonna play the game, boy, you gotta learn to play it right. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away, know when to run. You never count your money while you're sitting at a table. There'll be time enough for counting when the dealing's done. Now every gambler knows that the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep. 'Cause every hand's a winner, yes, every hand's a loser. And the best you can hope for is to die in your sleep. And when he finished speaking, he turned back towards the window, crushed out his cigarette, and faded off to sleep. And somewhere in the darkness, the gambler, he broke even. And in his final words, I found an ace that I can keep. You gotta know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to walk away. you never count your money. When you're sitting at a table, they'll be timing up a county when the deal is done. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than a mountain, growing like the breeze. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, oh country roads. All my memories gather round her, miner's lady, stranger to the waters, dark and dusted, painted on the sky. I missed a taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, country roads. I hear her voice in the morning as she calls me. Radio reminds me of my home far away. And I'm driving down the road, I get the feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, oh country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, oh country roads, oh country roads, take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Mountain mama, take me home, oh country roads. Woo! There you know, that's a bit of the Gambler on Country Roads. You asked for the Gambler earlier, so there you go. And I'm so used to doing the Gambler into Country Roads for weddings, so I said I'd give you a bonus of a free song. Now, lads, I'd say I'll just do one more. Ordinary Man. I will do two more, so Ordinary Man. One of the ones I'd written down to Angels by Robbie Williams, but I don't know whether that would be really suitable. I don't even know how well I could sing it either, to be fair. Will you Ordinary Man, though? I'll be thinking of a good finale song. I'm an ordinary man, nothing special, nothing grand, and I had to work for everything I own. And I never asked for a lot, sure I was happy with what I got, enough to keep my family and my home. They say the times are hard, sure they're handing me my cards. They say there's not the work to go around. When the whistle blows, the gates will finally close. Tonight they're gonna shut this factory down. They'll tear it down. And I never missed a day. I went on strike for better pay. For 20 years I served them best I could. Now with a handshake and a check, well, it seems easy to forget. Loyalty through the bad times, through the good. And the owner says he's sad, that things have gone so bad, but the captains of industry won't let him loose. For he still drives his car and he smokes his big cigar. Still takes the family on a cruise he'll never lose. And now it seems to me such cruel irony. He's richer now than he ever was before. And now my check is spent, sure I can't afford the rent. It's one law for the rich, one for the poor. And every day I try to salvage some of my pride, to find some work so I might pay my way. But everywhere I go, the answer is always no. No work for anyone here today. No work today. No work today. And so condemned I stand, just an ordinary man, like thousands beside me in the queue. And I watch my darling wife trying to make the best of life. Lord knows what the kids are supposed to do. 'Cause now that we are faced with this human waste, a generation cast aside. For as long as I live, I never will forgive. You strip me of dignity, of pride. You strip me bare. No work today. No work today. No work today. Yep. There we are, no lads. That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign, lads. That's the end of that. We'll do one for the road. Thanks very much, everyone, for tuning in again. Thanks for all the guys and the gang and the girls over in, I assume you're all in France, in a villa, however you're at. Thanks very much for tuning in, lads. And thanks to everyone else who tuned in. And thanks for the people who donated. My phone was going off there a while ago. And if you haven't donated, there is a donation link in the comments if you fancy plugging along with us. Thanks very much. I'll be back again next week. I'll finish with Angels. Feck it. It'll be an all sing song for the road. And I apologise if it's a shambles. I know you'd bad old company there with your girl. Well, I sit and wait. Does an angel contemplate my fate? And do they know the places where we go when we're green and old? 'Cause I've been told that salvation lets its wings unfold. So when I'm lying in my bed, the thoughts are running through my head, and I feel that love is dead. I'm loving angels instead, and through it, oh, she offers me protection, love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong, and down the waterfall, wherever it may take me. Well, I know that life it comes to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. When I'm feeling weak, yeah, my pain walks down in a one-way street. Well, I look above and I know I'll always be blessed with love. And as the feeling grows, she bleeds fresh to my bones. And when love is dead, I'm loving angels instead. And through it, oh, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection. Whether I'm right or wrong, down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, well, I know that life won't break me. When it comes to call, she won't forsake me. La, da, da, da. I'm loving angels instead. Ba, 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 ba. And through it, oh, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection. Whether I'm right or wrong, down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, well, I know that life won't break me. When it comes to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead. One more time. And through it, oh, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection. Whether I'm right or wrong, and down the waterfall, wherever it may take me, well, I know that life won't break me. When she comes to call, she won't forsake me. La, da, da, da. I'm loving angels instead. There we are, lads. Happy Valentine's to everyone. Hope you have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all back next weekend. Thanks very much. Have a good night, lads. Take care. All the best. See you all soon.